Namaste. These video clips are made by the Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust in Chennai for spreading the word that in December on 23rd and 24th, 2017, the Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust and Sri Madhusai Divanapalli's Foundation for Healing Beings, Canada, have jointly organized an international Vedic Astrology conference. Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust was founded by Dr. Sankara Bhagavadpada in January 2011. The present video astrology conference seeks to share the astrology work of the Tat-Tvam-Asi school with participants interested in Vedic astrology. These participants are in India in the conference venue and in many other parts of the world. The conference is organized as a hybrid meeting, teleconference. I am Kannan Subramanian, Secretary and Trustee of Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust, Chennai. We talk about the planets, some are strong, some are weak, some are afflicted. How do we understand this?
Yeah, now this is the subject of astrology proper. So the 9 planets, they have their positions in the zodiac, in the natal chart, birth chart. And astrologers have got various ways of assessing their strength and their weakness. In the systems approach, you assess in a certain way. Classical Vedic astrology believes in Shadbala and believes in Ashtaka-varga and thinks that this planet has got certain strength, that planet is weaker, and so on. Now, a strong planet is always one which brings in the blessings of the divine abundantly, even if it's a malefic planet, because even the malefic houses bring in blessings, but they will create afflictions. So if you have strong planets, then there's a lot of grace in life. If you have weak planets, the grace is diminishing. That means life becomes a bit of a struggle. And if you have afflicted planets, then those are misfortunes. So freely flowing life is one level, then life with struggle is another level, then life with misfortunes is another level. Now, India being having an afflicted chart, it goes without saying that large number of Indians are likely to they fall in the third category, having a lot of misfortunes because of afflictions, because the national chart itself is afflicted. Therefore, the charts of all the population members, that must also be afflicted. Now, it's very important to understand the strength and the weaknesses of these planets, because strength means grace, weakness in the affliction means denial of grace, reduction of grace. So, you want to know about yourself, part of self-knowledge. One thing you've got to know is, where am I blessed, where am I not blessed? You've got to learn that. And learning that is one thing, digesting it is another thing. You got to learn it from a good astrologer, then you digest it. That in these areas, I've got the grace. In these areas, I've got namam. I don't have any grace. And you've got to accept it as the divine mandate. Once you accept it as the divine mandate, you won't struggle with it anymore.
It might change, it may not change.
Exactly. Right. Right.
So is it something like accepting whatever it is?
Yeah. It is the operational meaning of the term surrender, which is used in the spiritual life, and but very few people are able to surrender, because if you have too much of Mars energy, then you can't surrender, because Mars is very active, and if you have a strong third house, you can't surrender, and if you have a strong 11th house, you can't surrender. And so under certain conditions of the planetary positions, you can surrender. And once you surrender to the divine will, then life becomes peaceful, and you keep going. And that peace, and because you're not in the rat race and you get out of the rat race, then you got all the time in the world to do the real work in Dharma and Moksha. Because the real work is in Dharma and Moksha. It's not in Artha and Kama. Artha and Kama is a tinsel show. It's a tinsel show. Though the whole world is enamored of it, the whole world is mad. It's mad and enamored of it. But the real work for man is at the higher level, not at the lower level. And man has to get there sooner or later.
So when we have this weak benefic planet, then there are methods to strengthen it?
Yes, there are methods. For example, if you look at the classical texts like Parashara's Horashastra or Saravali or Faladipika of Mantreshwar, then they will say that if your sun is weak, for example, then you've got to chant the Surya mantra, Om Shri Suryaya Namaha. You've got to chant it 1 lakh times or 10 lakh times.
Wow. Every day?
Not every day.
Okay.
Progressively over a period of time, you've got to chant it. And you've got to chant it not in a robotic way, not in a mechanical way, but with devotion, sankalpa, sincerity. Otherwise it's useless.
Oh, okay.
Devotion, sankalpa, sincerity. So in a day, how many names can you chant? 100 or 216. So you start with 108. If possible, if you have enough leisure, 216, stop with that for the day. Don't be greedy. Next day, add another 108 or 216. Keep going
So you're going to reach there.
till you hit the jackpot of 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 10 lakhs, as the scriptures are saying. And by then, if you really chanted in all sincerity, with all devotion, with Shraddha Bhakti Sharanagati, then it would have impacted very profoundly on your consciousness, on the way you think, and on the way you look at life, and on the way you ask things from life. You'll probably stop asking.
And there must be very many methods of strengthening these weak planets.
Lot of methods are there. In Hindu India, you either do the mantra chanting, or you wear a kavach for the benefic planets, or you do pujas and abhishekas and archanas for the deities who represent the planets. You do that on a regular basis. And let's take an example, Mars. Now, if Mars is weak in somebody's chart, is a benefic planet, then you start worshipping Subramanian Swami. Now, if Mars is a malefic planet and is afflicting some other planet, then again you worship Subramanian Swami. But this time, the sankalpa and the understanding underlying the puja is totally different. So your thought and the way you see the way you see things, and the way you approach it, and the way you perceive it, in that is the secret of fulfillment.
Right.
In that. And that is your power. And you are thinking the power is out there. Actually, the power is here.
And how do we appease afflictions in a chart?
But you can appease through charities.
Mm-hmm.
The Rahu Ketu charities which people do. And you can do abhishekas to the deities which are afflicting, malefic deities. Like if Shani Bhagavan is afflicting, then you have got to worship Shani Bhagavan. You can read the Shani Kavacha Stotram, or you can do the abhisheka for Shani Bhagavan, or you can chant even the mantra, the Nama mantra of Shani Bhagavan, Om Sham Shanishcharaya Namaha. You can chant that 1 lakh times or 2 lakh times with Shraddha Bhakti Sharanagati, all the ingredients in place. But to the specific sankalpa, Bhagavan, please relieve me from this agony. Thank you, thank you. That is the key thing. Now, without that sankalpa, that whole endeavor of doing the Shani Upasana, the chanting of the Shani mantra, it's worthless. Because it's directionless. It has got no direction.